Okay, so one of the cheap phones arrived. That's it there. This is sort of part of the box it came in. That's my new hat. That's the other part of the box. With the phone was sort of resting on top of this thing. Kind of like, it's kind of a sort of similar package you'd expect when you get a new phone, I guess. This feels really nice and cheap. These probably don't work, but I'm not even going to bother trying with them. This cable is what came with it. It's a micro USB standard Android thing. I've chosen to use this thing, which is really difficult to connect it in to charge it, because this was what replaced. This is what came instead of the other cheaper phones. But it's kind of cool. It lights up. I've got two of them instead of two phones because I didn't read descriptions properly. But moving on, this is the another one that I ordered to just out of interest to see what would actually arrive. It's quite plain. There was other options design wise, I think, like different colours really. I can't really think what sort of phone it looks like. It looks maybe a bit like a Samsung, one of the newer ones. The annoying thing about it, when I do this, you can see there's a black line all the way around the screen, so actually the screen's not as big as it looks when it's off. So that's kind of a bit of a lie. But let me just unlock this quickly. I've put a pin on it, so it just won't be a sec. But it's quite responsive actually. It came with a screen protector on, which I've already took off because, well, it just didn't feel very comfy and I don't really like them. There's quite a few apps on it. This game's really responsive. Oh god, no, I went on the torch. There's certain things that are quite ugly about it, like the settings, but it's generally the same as what you'd expect. The things are where you sort of expect them to be for an Android phone, but this game is a really good way to show how responsive it is. Sort of a knockoff of that Ninja Fruit thing. I think it may be a bit slow processing, but it does handle this quite well. Bearing in mind I'm playing this through, I can't see, but you can see it does actually work. Like, I wasn't expecting this to play very well, if I'm really honest. The camera's pretty depressing. If I just sort of swing around, this might be a bit interesting actually. What's it doing? It beeped at me. Oh wait. I've turned the brightness down, so maybe... 1 second. Yeah, the camera's really not amazing at all. You'd never get away with an Instagram post on this. Obviously it's hard to tell the quality, but compared to what you're viewing on my phone, it is... I think it's a 5 megapixel camera, so yeah. It's really dark as well. You have to... There's some settings on here to change the scene. That's actually meant to be one of the colourful ones. But it sort of changes it a little. But no, it's really not very impressive, and it just gets worse when you spin it around. I don't know what I'm doing, because I'm still learning how to drive it. Why won't it turn around? There it is. Things are slightly in different places. Now this, look at the how long it takes to wow, yeah, that's really bad. But I don't tend to use the front camera that much, and I don't think I'd be doing any selfies on this thing. But yeah, it's quite quick. From what I know, it's what is it? It's 8 gig storage, and I think it's got a gig of RAM in it. But I think the processor's not amazing, but it's still quite fast. and I paid, I think, about 30 something quid for this. This is just the background that's come with it, so yeah. I'm going to actually get on with some work now, but that's entertained me, and I don't know whether I'm going to take this travelling with me, because I don't really want to lose my actual phone abroad. I'd rather lose something that's cheap and nasty and not be able to do anything with it, and take a proper camera if I need to, rather than all this. But yeah, it's not impressive at all, and you can't really see it on this, but the things are really inset, so I've got a feeling they're probably not going to work soon. But there's not much to complain about, actually. Apart from the camera, there's enough storage. It's about the same as my iPhone, so in that respect, that's okay, really. But yeah, I don't know what model this is. It says, what did it say? Well, I'm already at the bottom. It seems to remember what I've done. Oh, there we go. X8. Someone's email address, if you want to, or some kind of email. I don't know what that is. But I've not got a SIM card in this. Android 5.1. You can see there's a bit of lag, but actually it's running it quite well. And it does do the whole, this sort of thing. It's a bit, again, it's a bit slow, but actually it works, so it's impressive enough, right?